Hey guys, John here, and welcome back to the Super Awesome Geek Show. So today I'm taking you back in time again. This is a series that I started out a while ago that I thought I would call like Moments in Toy Collecting History, but I'm kind of going along with renaming it Famous Variants in Collecting History, because what I really want to do is showcase the variations that were in some lines, as opposed to more, the history thing ended up being more about variants. So, yeah, this is all about variants. So this time we have DC superheroes, DC Comics superheroes, and this is a line that started from ToyBiz back in 1989 after they got the license from Kenner. Kenner did superpowers, as everyone knows, until I think it was until 1986, and then they stopped producing figures, and then in 1989, ToyBiz took over the license for DC comic heroes, and they started with Batman from the 1989 Batman series, Batman movie, and then the first couple had the Batman logo on this gold card. But then they switched it to DC Comics superheroes, and they made other heroes such as Aquaman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Superman, The Flash. And it was this Aquaman that had an interesting variant to it. Aquaman came out with green arms for some reason. He had a trident and a little seahorse with him. Yeah, he had a swim power. He could kick his legs from an action feature built into the action figure. The Daily Planet, his little, what do you want to call it, bio card on the back says, sinking ship saved by Aquaman. Using his amazing telepathic powers, Aquaman commanded 2 blue whales to hold up a sinking ship until it could be rescued. In this heroic feat, the Atlantean demonstrated his foremost power, communicating with all sea creatures. Aquaman can also swim up to 100 miles per hour and dive to great depths without protective scuba gear. Aquaman patrols the Earth's oceans, always ready to face a crisis. 1990 DC Comics, yeah. Manufactured by ToyBiz. Even though the figures are different, the back of the boxes seem to be exactly the same. Aquaman, by simply moving the lever in Aquaman's back, all the breathtaking excitement of underwater battle will come alive with swim, kick, fin action in both legs. An armor-like protection is built into Aquaman's dense upper body for his pursuance of underwater justice. Watch as Aquaman uses his trident to ward off evil and travels with his seahorse towards peace and justice in the high seas. You could collect them all. Each figure came with a unique feature of its very own. There was Batman, Robin, Superman, The Flash, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Aquaman, Hawkman, the Riddler, the Penguin, Two-Face, Lex Luthor, Mr. Freeze, the Joker, and Bob the Goon. A great line to collect. This is awesome. I've got all of these, and I love each and every single one of them. Highly recommend them. ToyBiz is a fantastic company to collect. But yes, what we're talking about today is the green-armed version. For some reason, when they first put Aquaman out, he didn't have any paint on his arms. His arms were sculpted in green, and they left him green, and didn't paint to match the shirt. It was a weird-looking variation that much of us in the collecting community were searching for, because they quickly started painting the arms orange and fixed the error, like this one here. But I can remember a ton of us running all over the place in 1990 to 91 when these things were out on the toy shelves, hunting and searching for the green-armed version. It's also take note that when they did fix the arm color, they put a little bit of white in his eyes. The face sculpt looks the paint on the face looks a little better in the orange-armed version. These were, like I said, they were very hard to find when they were out in stores. I actually never found one back in the 90s. We knew about the error, but never ever came across one on the toy shelf. It wasn't till, I mean, it could have been only like 10 years ago that I bought one of these online, either through eBay or something like that, to get myself the green version. Otherwise, the cards, the packaging, everything is identical on this figure. The only difference is the green versus the orange arms. A really cool variant to have, something that stands out in the collection, easily seen, and a real good conversation piece. If you are into DC superheroes, into DC comics, and you collect toys, I highly recommend picking up this line. I think it's something that's going to take off. I think it's something that's still a little bit overlooked. A lot of the figures these days can be found anywhere from, I mean, some of them are just as low as $10 on card, all the way up to, it seems like Superman and some of the variants are pretty hard to find. They might reach $50, $60. But I rarely see any of these from this entire line sold for more than $50, $60. There's nothing that really reaches the $100 mark, at least yet. But they will soon. I really do think so. I think people who can't afford to get superpowers are going to start latching onto this line, as it is some of this DC superheroes, only their second appearance in toy form, in this size, in this format. And a lot of these figures look a lot like the Superpowers ones. So it's kind of a alternative. If you can't get the Superpower one, get this one, you know. If you want to see the rest of these, I've made a new playlist on the channel that talks about all the different variants in different lines. And I'll be adding to that playlist as time goes on. Alright guys, I think that'll about do it for this variant. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of a story about this one. As much as I can find out, there's not a whole lot of research that I found on this particular figure. I don't really know why it was painted green, so I wish I did. I mean, if I did know, I would have given you that information, but all I can say is it must have been some kind of paint error. There was miscommunication or something at the factories, and they left them out. They left them green, but they quickly fixed the problem, painted them orange, and now we have this odd variant today. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'm John. I'm out of here, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.